But it's totally fine for this child to make a decision that they want to mutilate their body. If you want to live like another gender, fine. Explore your imagination. But you want to have gender reassignment surgery, or you want to take drugs to block your hormones in your body from naturally developing? No. Why is it that we decide right then that we can let the kids do whatever the kids want to do? When it's time for the drag show to come to the school, we can let the kids do, let these kids be kids. But you wouldn't let these kids be kids if an adult decided he wanted a relationship with one of these kids.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life, it ain't real life. Just ain't real. Reallyfe Street Starz. You know what time it is.
Reallyfe Street Starz.
Come on. You got him in the building. He back. He back. And he's still black, and he's still black.
We made it.
What's going on, Blaq Ron?
Yeah, man. Over 3 million impressions later, baby. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. First of all, we thought you was gonna come in the first time. Of course we already talked about it, but we've been meaning to get you in for years.
Yeah.
Finally got you.
Yeah.
Long overdue, and I feel like that was our mistake, because hell, look at that.
Hey, man.
Our mistake. Our bad. I gotta say it on camera right now. Our bad.
Delayed, not denied.
It wasn't my bad. I've been fucking with you.
Yeah.
I've been to show.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And in the words of Kirk Franklin, if you don't know, and now you know. Glory. Yeah, we made it, baby.
Wait. And what I didn't know was how much of a historian you were in Dallas culture. Again, I thought we were about to go into just some jokes and talk about some stuff, but you start hitting us with knowledge that even we were learning. You tell me about how 35 was built and the everything.
Yup.
So it's like the fact that played over so well to the audience.
And I gotta correct you now because they sticking on everything.
Please.
I told you how 75 was built. Because somebody was finna get in the comments. He called himself a historian. It was 75, not 35. So Highway 75, aka Central Expressway, got towed straight through the black part of Dallas, Texas. Every neighborhood. If you go back and look, they actually did a time lapse where they showed the time lapse of the freeway project. But if you look at it, they actually showing a time lapse of how every black neighborhood got destroyed. All of the houses, all the parks, all the streets, nothing that the freeway touched or ran through is the same anymore.
Interesting.
And they did that across all of America. Soon as John F. Kennedy got the top of his head shot off, LBJ came through here and was like, well, you know what? And then who carried it out? Dwight Eisenhower, who was a military general, who understood the breaking down of grids and formats. Everything works on a 4x4. He took Benjamin Banneker's architecture and understanding of mathematics, and they applied it to the military. Everything is broken down in the grids. So every black neighborhood across America, if a highway came through your town, there are 2 freeways blocked by 2 feeder roads. That crosses a 4x4 grid. Every black neighborhood is now boxed in by freeways.
Yeah.
All the way from Compton to the west side of Atlanta.
Man.
And across every black neighborhood across the country. You got your even numbers, which run east to west, and your odd numbers that run north to south. And every neighborhood is boxed in by 2 freeways that run north and south and 2 freeways that run east and west, which makes your whole neighborhood boxed in by these freeways. Now, everybody that's drove home late at night, they notice that this exit road or this feeder access road is just blocked off by a fire truck one night or by a police car for no explanation, but you just can't get on right there or you can't get off right there. What are they practicing for? For whenever they decide to close us off. You watch all these dystopian movies where they show America after some post-apocalyptic style war that takes place on American soil. And after that, everybody is relegated to living in these zones. And how do they control the zones? By controlling the highways that allow you to leave town and come into town. And all it takes is one fire truck slabbed across the freeway. All it takes is one police car slabbed across the access road.
That's crazy.
And now they just made sure that you can't leave that town.
You know, it is interesting when you look at, especially for those who know Dallas, the 75 road, the North Dallas projects being on the the east side, and then Uptown being on the west side. You go further down, you got Highland Hills. Highland Park on the western side. And then you have Park Lane and all the nice stuff, the Preston Road, Northwood. Like it's funny how nice it is when you're on the forward side of things and on the other side of four.
So it's separated by this one freeway that runs north and south through everything. It just divided the east side from the west side. And no matter where you go through America, the lower east side of that town is the black part of town. And you know it's the black part of town because you see Martin Luther King.
And you go get that MLK Boulevard.
MLK is normally on the east side of whatever town you go to. Yeah. And here's another thing. Malcolm X always runs north and south to Martin Luther King's east and west. And anytime Martin Luther King and Malcolm X cross each other, that's the most dangerous corner in that goddamn town.
Niggas. Sorry, I have to say it.
You go up to Harlem, New York. 7th Avenue and 125th cross each other in the most populated part of Harlem.
Apollo and all that.
7th Avenue and 125th Street is also better known as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
That's real. I didn't know that.
You come right down here to Dallas, Texas. 4th Avenue and Hall Street is the most dangerous part of what's known as South Dallas. 4th Avenue and Hall Street are better known as Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. And the same is true in Memphis, and the same is true in Houston, and the same is true in Atlanta, and the same is true in LA, and the same is true in Detroit, and the same is true in DC, and everywhere else where there's a black populace, where they gave us a Martin Luther King and a Malcolm X. They made sure to make sure that it was below the freeway on the eastern side of town. So south of the freeway, east of everything that they're building, is Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
It feels like a game they playing on us, man. It feels like
the name of the game is Gentrification. You ain't heard?
Oh, come on now.
Oh, we in chapter 2026.
Come on.
Of the red line.
Do you feel if a person never been to a city before and they're looking to move near a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King Boulevard Street, whatever it is, that automatically is going to come with some poverty, come with some plight, come with that darkness or that, that undertone of the city? Like, do you feel like there's any good Martin Luther King or MLK Boulevards in any city?
Yeah, as long as the sun's shining.
There you go. For real, goddamn.
As long as the sun's shining. And that's how real estate developers work. They never show you a house at night. They show you a house in the daytime. The best time to show a house is 1:30 in the afternoon. Why? Because the sun is now in the southern hemisphere, which means the sun gonna be on the back half of the house. Doorways face north and south. The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, which means that now that sun is behind the house, which makes the house look beautiful. It's being backlit. When you walk through them, you got the setting sun permeating through all the windows. It opens all the floor plans up. It fills the house with natural light. Now, what happens at 1:30? That's when the mailman runs. Don't nothing make you feel at home like looking at a house and seeing the mailman run. That's when housewives have done all of their household duties and now they can get a little jog in with the dog. Ain't no kids out because they all still at school. So the neighborhood quiet than a. And all of the gardeners, landscapers, and servicemen have now finished their work. They work in neighborhoods from 7 a.m. till lunchtime. They don't come to the hood until after lunch. That's why he can't cut your grass till 4:30. Because he was in the white folks' neighborhood at 8:30.
That's how it go.
So when you go to a black neighborhood or a neighborhood that's being gentrified, And they showing this neighborhood to people that you said are moving in, right? So when you moving in, you typing in on Zillow and you looking for houses that's in your budget. So they show you a house in your budget. Now they just had the Mexicans come through and paint it and replace the doors and the windows and cut the grass so it looked good. Kind of like how when people move into a new apartment complex, and to us, that hoe is the butterbeans. But to them, that hoe is known as whatever new name the leasing company has put on them. To us, that bitch is Village Oaks. But to them, that hoe is views on the green. It's like, where you live? Views on the green. What the fuck is that? And like, Overton is like, bitch, you live in Village Oaks?
Why do we have those black type names? I can't even see a white person saying Bonton.
Oh, because
Singing Hills.
Because you have to go back into the original names of those neighborhoods. So you got to understand that before South Dallas was all black, it was all Jewish. That's why Martin Luther King used to be called Forest Avenue. That's why Madison High School used to be called Forest Avenue High School. Arts Magnet, AKA Booker T. Washington, the School of the Arts, was next door to an all-black high school back in the day. And the building still sits there, right next door to Pearl Station. But it's just a relic. So what happens when they change the geography, when they change the demographic, then they have to change the geography around it. So white people did a really good job of buying where nothing existed and creating value. So they went out to Cedar Hill, that was once all rattlesnake infested, and Duncanville, that was once all landfill. They went up to McKinney, that was once all farmland, and Denton, that was once all airfield, and Addison, where crop dusters parked. And they said, not only is there no running water around here, ain't no neither. And they created infrastructure, and they created value because they understand that the one thing have always felt is that the white man's ice is colder. And they're going to continue. Every time there's white flight, there's Negro chase. Every time white folk run out to the suburbs, every time white folks run out to the suburbs, every time white folks go out to a new neighborhood and make it all white, here comes some with some money that demand a place there. And they charge that double. And he moved out there like, I've done something for myself. I'm out here with the white folks where it ain't no. And then in 10 years, it's all. And then the white folks move. As soon as the white folks move, here come all the Mexicans. And once all the Mexicans come, the value has decreased so hard that the only way the value can go up is if the crime goes up. So the public works start to leave. When the pothole appears in the street, they take their time coming to fix it.
Yeah, I ain't fixing that. Street light out.
When the street light go out, they take their time coming to fix it. Because as a city begins to dwindle in public works, crime goes up. Because crime is based off lack of opportunity and lack of advantage. So now I feel like, well, there's no resources here that need to take all of a sudden goes up. Now all of a sudden it's dangerous over there after a certain time of night. Now after sundown, you don't want to be over there. So now they're choosing between being in a sundown town where you'll die to being in a black-only town where if you ain't tough after sundown, you'll still die.
Was Pleasant Grove ever like white? I mean, I'm sure everybody's white, but
how did it get the name Pleasant Grove?
Yeah, but it sounds so nice.
That sounds like a beautiful place where there's lots of trees.
Please, yeah.
But everywhere where there was lots of trees is a neighborhood. Cedar Hill.
Come on, that sounds nice.
Sounds like that's a hill that's full of cedar trees. Yeah. Oak Cliff.
Show me them oak trees and them nice cliffy mountains, I guess. I don't fucking
know. You know what the most prominent street in South Dallas used to be? Oakland Avenue. Because that's where all the streets were lined with oak trees. Just like how all the big streets in California are lined with palm trees because the city planners had enough forethought to be like, we need to ship in palm trees. Those trees aren't native to that part of California, but he shipped them in when he was creating Beverly Hills, when he was creating Rodeo Drive, when he was creating Baldwin Hills, when he was creating all these areas, he was like, I need to create value. I need to know that this is money when he turned down the street. That's why when you go to Highland Park, the trees grow so hard that they reach over across the street. And these trees reach over across the street and they create a shaded arc where the temperature and the light change when you turn on the street.
So nice, man. So nice.
And then when you go to the hood, ain't no trees. It's naked.
Facts.
The street light is the tallest thing in the neighborhood. This is why Kendrick Lamar had that part where those were dangling off of street lights while he was talking about all of those aspirations that reach far and beyond past the projects. Because when you live in the projects, the tallest thing hanging over your head and giving you light, AKA safety from that dangerous darkness, is the street light. But that is only 22 feet over your head.
God.
And we living with a whole generation whose dreams are no taller than 22 feet over their head. How can you shoot for the moon when there's a 22-foot glass ceiling?
Well, let me ask you, the white folks, like you said, they would normally move out the way. It seems to be right now a situation out there in Frisco where the Indians are coming in. And they seem to be fighting. They're fighting back. Say, hold on, wait a minute. The Indians are taking over.
Which Indians? I know you're not talking about Native Americans.
Nah. Mumbai.
You talking about, hold on, buddy.
Yeah, the red dot.
Now, this is one thing that I learned about the Indians. They have a class system just like any other first world country. And not only is it a class system, it's a color system. So you know how all the hotels are owned by Patels? That's one class of Indians. So you have doctor Indians, then you have hotel Indians, then you got gas station running Indians. And those are all different classes, and they were based off colors. Dirty word in India is kaffir, Kaffir. That's dark-skinned one. So that same class system that they operated over there, why do you think every Indian that gets some money moved to London and shit? They speak British-sounding English better than them motherfuckers. Because that's their pinnacle achievement. So when they come over here doing business in America, they don't even fuck with the hotel running Indians and the gas station running Indians. That's not their class of Indians. And when they kids marry, they marry the children of doctor and lawyer Indians. Big money Indians, tech money Indians. They don't marry hotel Indians. Hotel Indians live at the hotel. Gas station Indians live in the back of the gas station. That's not their class. And they got arranged marriages over there.
Let me ask you, do you remember a time in America where a young African black man didn't see living past 18?
Hell yeah.
What do you feel
was
the reason behind that? Was it the gangs? Was it the lack of opportunity? Was it no fathers in their lives? What do you feel that was for a young man, 13, 14, feeling like he won't see his 21st birthday? He won't even dream past
it was the Hunger Games. Which part was going to kill you? There's 1,000 ways to die. The reason why most black men didn't see making it past 21 is because there were so many different ways to fall off. Not only could your parents break up and that could cause an immediate fall off because you could go from living in comfortable middle class stability to immediately living in the projects because your parents split up or because your daddy died. And when your mama live in the projects and she doing anything to make it, sometimes that requires anything to make it. So now mama doing some I'm in a bind Nate type. So now it's different types of funneling in and out your house. Now it's all different types of influences because Mama got to work 2 and 3 jobs or 2 and 3 shifts. So now you susceptible to all of the different fall by the wayside traps and snares of the hood. That's one way to fall off. There's always drugs and alcoholism waiting on you. That's one way to fall off. The prison pipeline is ready for like you. That's one way to fall off. In the 90s is when they instituted the 3-strike rule in the super predator complex. So the penal system was just one very way to fall off. And then even if you were square, if you wasn't good at a sport or had a guaranteed way into college, you know how many was brilliant, but their mama and them couldn't afford school and they couldn't get no Pell Grants and couldn't get no loans. So he ended up just getting a job at the Pilgrim Pride factory or working at a warehouse. And this is engineer, doctor, lawyer, surgeon, brilliant, innovator, but lack of capital, lack of resources, lack of opportunities. They only got 4 Negro scholarships they giving out. And this year they decided that we're giving them to women. We're not giving them to men. This year they decided we're giving them to the blacks that are gay, not the blacks that are straight. This year they decided that we only got 3 scholarships and we're giving them to the blacks that are Muslim, not the blacks that are Christian. So he just didn't happen to check off the right affirmative action boxes. That's one way to fall off. Or if he play good at sports, he bet not get hurt. He bet not get a girl pregnant. Scholarship gone. He bet not take $500 to put towards the rent and bills because now the NCAA that's making millions off of him decided that little po-ass $500, $1,000, $1,500 and a Nissan Maxima was somehow violating their rules because it wasn't no NIL and shit back then.
Hell no. Couldn't take a car, couldn't take a Nissan Prism.
And because his family needed somewhere to stay and something to eat right now, they couldn't wait on him to give a year or 2 of his life to the college until he make it to the league. They need something right now. And because he did something right now, he now revoked his eligibility. So his opportunity is now squandered. And now he becomes susceptible to all of the traps. And even if somehow avoid all of that, it could just be a that's so upset at his circumstances that he hating on this with potential. And he decided to make a problem with you at the party that your mama told you not to go to. But it's the last party, mama, before I leave to go off to school. I got to say bye to my friends. I got to see if I got one more chance with that girl I've been having a crush on. And she like him too, but he like her. And he got a problem because how dare that have all these opportunities? And he came up in the same hood I came up. He dealt with the same muck and mire that I dealt with. And this somehow got potential, and the I want him. Hey, you, cuz.
Let's go.
And because he just not no gangster, he lose his life that night. And he become one of the few t-shirts that we all got. And every now and then we all say, man, you remember so-and-so? Well, that boy had potential, didn't he? That boy was gonna be somebody.
Go to the league.
And there's 1,000 stories like that, bro. So when a talk about all the different ways in which a didn't see himself making it to 21, you talking to a nigga that buried a couple partners from high school, buried a couple niggas that had enough sense to go to college but somehow didn't go. And now I'm 40. And you want to talk to me about mortality? You want to talk to me about the fragility of life? You want to talk to me about how easy a nigga can throw it all away? Bitch, we've been gambling with our partner's money for the last 22 years. And any whoever done fell off on a dice game know what it's like to gamble with your partner's money.
Just tread lightly. Tread lightly.
Hey, don't be doubling down.
Yeah, come on, goddamn.
You better make enough to get out of here.
Shit, for real. Ron, let me ask you, last time you spoke highly of Miss Badu.
Mm-hmm.
And her being from Dallas, and of course, that was reciprocated. There are other stars in Dallas that I'm just curious, if you're either critical of or things of that nature.
Like who?
I want to throw out, let's just think of some of the major ones that made it out. In boxing, we have Earl Spence.
Yeah.
Um,
And I with Earl.
Yeah.
Because I don't think one loss gets to write a final note on your career, bro. This man lost one goddamn fight.
But it was more so the way he lost.
I don't give a if nigga got his head knocked off. He did some shit ain't now another nigga out here did. Ain't now another nigga filled up Texas Stadium.
Come on.
Over and over again. Ain't now another nigga flipped a goddamn car, broke his neck, bust his eye socket, and came back.
That's more what I was speaking on. To go through that.
I don't give a fuck if he had a real bad hangnail.
Damn.
Ain't now another nigga from Dallas, Texas. From Cookie Johnson all the way down. And if you don't know who that name is, go pick up a record book. Ain't now another nigga from Dallas, Texas that laced up some gloves, did what Errol Spence has been able to do, bro. And because he lost a fight to the who's the greatest middleweight of this generation, you want to act like his career don't amount to nothing? I bet he whooped that got something to say, who feel like his career don't deserve a salute. Hey, bro, you know back in the day.
In fact, and what I want you to mention too is what he did for the community. People don't mention what he did. They act like he ain't did nothing for his community.
Hey, man.
And I'm like, they need to drive through the hood and see the rings he put up, the talent he's brought up under him. But keep going.
All the Dallas artists that he allowed to walk out with him.
Come on. Big X
at
the
all
plug.
them fights.
Big
Putting
X the
other
plug
niggas
was
on.
Big X was at that fight.
All of the local designers who were able to dress him for his fights and dress him for his press conferences and
Come on.
all the exposure that he brought, all the after parties and walkthroughs that he did. The fact that he decided to make all of his biggest fights in his backyard, that risked losing at home. Where we already know the most that hate you all live where you live. Everybody else don't even know you enough to hate you. Everybody that hates you live where you live. And he decided to bring all the motherfuckers and say, I'm gonna do something that the only other person besides me that's gonna be able to do that as a black artist is Beyonce. And that's put 80,000 in Texas Stadium to see me live out my dreams. I don't give a fuck if he never boxed another goddamn round. I'm still, when I see him, what's up, champ? You ain't gotta lose one time to no longer be a champion. The fuck? Ain't it a new champion every year in the NBA?
Hey.
Wasn't Kobe Bryant still a champion? Ain't Shaq still a champion? Ain't Jordan still a champion? Kevin Garnett still a champion? All it take is one ring, right? And they gotta call you champ from then on, don't it? So for every nigga that's a really real Dallas Earl Spence, we salute you, champ. Whether you want to fight again or not. I heard they were murmuring that he might be trying to get back out there and do a little something, you know what I'm saying? So, shit, if he do or if he don't.
He still goes down as one of the legends.
I bet he whoop your ass.
Talk to him. Talk to him. Talk to him. To go down that list out of more people out of Dallas that I could say deserve flowers or not. And I'm gonna stay on the music side of things.
Okay.
I guess I gotta group them together, but DSR. Tuck.
My generation.
Yeah, come on.
Tum.
Fatback.
Fat Bees.
Come on now. Lil Ron.
Come on.
You know, the whole movement of the Dirty South Riders.
I'm gonna do something bad to you.
Come on.
Cause you's a hoe. When I see you in the club, in the middle of the floor, I'm gonna tussle with you. That man said I'm gonna punch him and make him swell up to where his edge up begins.
God damn.
Started a whole lot of fights in the club.
Hey man, it was so many niggas got their outfits destroyed. It was so many niggas got whooped in front of their girlfriend.
Bad to you.
Cause you was a mother. Cause you, not because all of y'all, cause you was a hoe. And that started, because I feel that DSR came out because that all we did in Dallas was dress cool and dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the boogie for you, but we'll beat you.
Yeah.
So when DSR came out, they showed us not only can we stunt just like them boys down in New Orleans. On My Screens dropped, and they spent the whole song giving you movie and TV show references of the that we just listened and watched on my TV screen. And this was at a time where there was no screens in the front. All your screens was behind you. That was for everybody riding and everybody riding around you. I'm stunning. I got Fresh Prince playing in my car as I pull up to Glendale Park. It's on my screen.
Come on now.
Goddamn me. Not only do I got, but before Manny Fresh said, up and down they going, pornos playing on his screens, DSR had already said it. So they showed niggas, not only can we dance, not only can we dress, not only does each member of our group have their own individual personality, but if you get to talking tough, we'll beat you up too. And we funny while we doing it too. There was nobody that was more comical than Fat Bastard.
Yeah, he gonna come on, boy.
Come on. There was nobody that was gonna pull your harder than Big Tuck, Freight Train Tuck.
Southside,
you understand me? And I'm the dean of this here. We got this.
Come on. Southside the real.
That's why Ain't a Stain on Me still played to these days. That's why Southside the Really still played to these days. That's why Tum Tum still gonna play to this day.
So you're a Dallas historian, right?
Absolutely.
Hey, what about RL Blues Palace, Dallas Blues?
I mean, what you want to talk about? RL's 1 or RL's 2?
Let's go there. Historic of Dallas.
See, Dallas was the first Black Hollywood.
Let's go.
For our musical artists. Before there was Atlanta, before there was LA, before New York, if you were a musical artist and you needed to get on, you came to Dallas, Texas. Dallas, Texas was the belt buckle of the chitlin circuit.
Well, Tina put that boot on Ike.
See, I said that in my last interview, and they thought I was lying.
They had to start Googling it.
They had to start Googling to go find out that Ike Tournament Anime Bullock on the corner of Thomas and Hall, a.k.a. Commerce and Malcolm X.
Come on now.
In the deep Elm. It's called Elm because Negroes had a hard time pronouncing Elm Street. So when you go deep down Elm Street, you in the deep Elm. And there were more comedy clubs, jazz clubs, blues clubs, open music pavilions, recording studios in deep Elm than there were in Harlem, than there were in Memphis, than there were in Compton and in Los Angeles, all the places, Detroit, all the places where Negro music took off. Yeah, them got their start in Dallas, Texas. See, in the movie Ray, it make it seem like Ray went to Houston. No, Ray met Miss Della B in Dallas. He called Dallas, Texas his home. He met Fathead Newman in Dallas, Texas. That's where he learned his sound. That's where he learned how to revolutionize music and take off. Not only was it Ike and Tina, it was people like Blind Lemon Jefferson. It was people like Robert Johnson, the father of the blues, the man they say that sold his soul to the devil on the middle of a crossroads in East Texas. And what did he get on? A train headed west to Dallas.
Come on.
This is where he got off. And this is where everybody got off. This is where Erykah Badu got off. This is where Norah Jones got off. This is where RC and the Grits got off. This is where Cure for Paranoia got off. This is where Big X the Plug got off. This is where The Found got off. And this is where artists and groups will continue to get off. Because this is the birth. Do you know how many artists from other places come to Dallas to get good?
Without question.
Bro, when I was coming up as a musician, I started as a musician and then I became a comedian. As I came up as a musician and a comedian, and I would just hang around all the clubs in Deep Ellum, the Profit Bar, 3 Links, you know what I'm saying? RBG, the Free Man, even go out north, the Balcony Club, Quixotic World, Palm Tree. You know what I'm saying? When we would do all of the clubs around the Deep Ellum, bro, I would run into all of the artists that's major now. All of the cats that played on all the tours. That was living on somebody's couch and picking up gig work at somebody's church and honing his craft right here in Dallas, Texas. And they'll never write about it. They'll never talk about it. They'll never say nothing. But niggas know.
No, niggas know. What do you feel is the worst of club closing, man? GGs or DGs? Come on now. That might be a group conversation.
Peeping Toms.
Oh, shout out Peeping Toms. Goddamn, for real. Under the UTV. Goddamn it. Animes.
If you know, you know.
Goddamn it. Goddamn it. For real.
Yeah. The original Dallas Cabaret.
Yeah, these niggas. For real.
Shout out to Dallas Cab South, though. They still doing their thing, man. But DG's closing earmarked just another end of an era, bro. That's back when people listened to the radio.
Come on.
DG's closing means people don't listen to the radio no more. DG's closing means there's no more pimps working the strip clubs. Because women have the ability to be self-enterprising now. And you're a real life weirdo if you wait on a bitch at the end of the night at the strip club no more. Like, there's no more Myron waiting on one diamond. Like, no, like,
go home, Myron.
Yeah, like any woman that dances at a strip club, if she say, hey, that nigga over there with that t-shirt right there, yeah, orange t-shirt with the green hat, got a problem with him. I don't give a fuck what you said and how you said it. You finna get snatched by your underarm. They gonna walk you out by your deodorant.
What I do?
Nigga, we don't care what you did. Nigga, get out, nigga. And the next time you get thrown out this, you can't come back never no more. And if you sit off in the parking lot like your car don't start, somebody finna beat you out there, bro, or worse. So all of that old school, man, it used to be if a woman said she was a stripper, you couldn't date her. That was nothing to be proud of. You couldn't introduce her to your mama. You couldn't introduce her to your family. Now you'd be like, yeah, not only is she a stripper, but she made $500,000 last year on OnlyFans alone. Be like, well, shit.
Speaking of OnlyFans, the owner just died, man.
Yeah, I didn't even know that's who that was. Shout out to that internet pimp.
I didn't know it had an owner.
I figured it was somebody Jewish, but I didn't know who it was. But shout out to that man.
He just gave opportunity, that's all.
And it always be one of them look like they don't get no coochie type that come up with some jeans saying like OnlyFans. Like, look at Hugh Hefner without the robe and all the bad around him.
Nigga look like Popeye.
Yeah, that's a goofy face ass, long nose, big jaw ass white man, bro.
Yeah,
but you all of a sudden you drape him in that shit and put some money and some hoes around him. All of a sudden he Hugh Hefner, bro. It's always, man. That's the only thing that I'm really, really happy about this new change in culture when it comes to like women calling out that they find creepy or women calling out for being tricks, because now we finally pulling the covers off the fact that most of these, oh, it's all on me, you can have whatever you like, spend the be lames, they be creeps, they weird.
I mean, would you say that most men probably have a fetish that?
Oh, every human has something that turns them on that they're not proud about.
You know what I'm saying? Like the internet kind of fucked it up.
Every human being, if I guarantee you, if you could write it down on a piece of paper, put it in an envelope and throw it in the ocean, everybody got something that turned them on. I'm talking about coochie, wet, meat, hard, ready to go. And they can't tell nobody that they like that shit. It's a right now, me get hard for a bitch to chew her toenails off. He can't say that out loud. He just got to come across a bitch who chew her toenails and just be like,
God sent you my
that's my soulmate.
My soulmate.
Feet eating that.
Right, feet eating that. God damn. Well, RP to OnlyFans.
Yeah. And all the other feet liking ass niggas. Who knew so many would pay $9.99 for some feet?
Yeah.
For some feet.
Do you for the females that actually go that route, if she married 3 kids, do you shame her for putting her feet online?
For putting her feet online?
Yeah, just her feet.
No. Hell no. If they want to pay you for something non-sexual, get that money.
Get that money.
Get that money. And it ain't even no face attached to these feet.
Them ain't even my feet.
Shit. How many feet he like? I got feet. Goddamn.
Yeah. Where that 5th foot come from?
Yeah. See, he going for any feet.
Right. We have a group feet.
Some of these is just feet freaks. See, any old foot will work.
Freak.
Yeah.
Any feet will work.
Yeah. And if you take the
It's some big feet coming in.
if you take the polish off a foot, bro, you can't tell the gender of that foot.
That's wild. They
You
put
trim
some-
the toenail and take the polish off of any toe, you don't know if them feet or bitch feet you looking
Yeah,
at.
so you gonna contour his feet, make it look right.
So how many light-skinned, skinny and when they got a pedicure real quick, pay $80, get their feet beat to the gods.
God
Come home,
damn.
take some pictures. Put a face picture up of a bad catfish you. Now you thinking you buying the feet of this bad, you buying that light-skinned feet.
That big toe look big as fuck.
Speaking of,
Some
we on
niggas in the big Joanna man feet having that business.
since we on this subject, let's bring up E.J. Johnson.
Oh my God. Speaking of big old feet. Speaking of, okay, so
I said Tia Kemp.
I was cursed with a goddamn near photogenic memory, bro. Photographic, total recall memory. I just happen to remember when. I remember when Irvin Jr. was an awkward little young adult. I remember when Irvin Jr. was a young man. When he was out here looking like a glamorous Tyler Perry. I remember. And he got on a workout program and went and got his cheekbones done and got on that Ozempic. And apparently he done got a couple custom stylists and shit, because when you are 44 long, of course your blouse is gonna be custom made. When you a size 16 shoe, of course your red bottom's gonna be custom made. And so because it's got a couple custom made outfits, and because he was born a millionaire, so of course he can afford every Telfair and Birkin and Dooney and Burke purse that they make. And because he done took enough Ozempic to finally look like his mama, even though he built like his daddy, she woke up one morning and thought he had grew a coochie. And he did the same thing Saucy Santana did a few years back. I call it the curse of Icarus. It's where you get so much hubris, you get so full of yourself that you forget your wings is made out of wax and you fly too close to the sun and you melt your feathers off and come crashing down into the ocean. Same thing that Lil Russell is going through right now. Just flew a little bit too close to the sun. You got too high and mighty, like the old folks got. Say, you start smelling yourself, like the old folks say. Like Lil Duval said on his post, if black women are upset by what EJ said, then you only have yourselves to blame. Because it was black women who gave a voice and validation to that community. And what I mean by that community, I mean the trans community and the outwardly gay black male community. When straight black men and the conservative black community shunned gay people, it was black women, single black women and old black women that gave them solace. Come here, baby, y'all leave that boy alone. He all right. They gave them a safe space. It was gay men that were all of the hairdressers, all of the fashion designers, all of the makeup artists of the 80s and 90s. And they brought ballroom culture and drag culture over into the industries that they were serving, which is why women these days look just like drag queens.
Damn, Tu Wong Fu.
They got the same lashes, the same wigs, the same makeup, the same fake titties, the same fake booty. All of that is from ballroom and drag queen culture. So women gave them the safe space, so much so that they flew too close to the sun. And now they say, well, shit, I'm a better woman than these women. That boy said, I look cuter than any woman in the room. To who?
Yeah.
Not to no nigga who looking at women.
Nigga. To the ex-cons. Nigga.
In another interview, he said, I don't attract gay men. I'm not attracted to gay men. I only like straight men. Well, they straight up until they have sex with you.
You understand the mentality of why he said that? He's saying that that gay men act like females. That's those extroverted gay men that he don't like.
Don't project what you thought he meant.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Don't, because there are lots of gay men that don't act feminine.
Yeah, I think he just want to turn some niggas out.
Half the NFL gay, half the NBA gay, half the music industry gay, half the on TV acting in movies are gay. They just do a really good job of hiding that.
They took the rainbows off the street.
Yup. And the Black Lives Matter sign.
They did. They did.
You get rid of one, you got to get rid of the other. I mean, you can't have them.
I told way back in 2020 that shit was an empty gesture. Every time black people, people of color, the disenfranchised, the disgruntled, every time they have an uprising, the oligarchy says, let them eat cake.
Let them have that pie in the window.
So if you go back all the way back to the French Revolution, right when they were overthrowing King Louis XIV, they grabbed his wife, Marie Antoinette. She said, what's been loosely translated to, let them eat cake. Because she thought that the people were in an uprising because the nobility lived in excess. Not only were they eating square meals every day, they could afford desserts. See, dessert come to it that can eat a square meal. If you so poor that you don't know where your next meal come from, you damn sure can't afford dessert. Ain't no cake coming to you. So Marie was like, well, shit, let these get dessert. Get these enough money where they feel like they can have dessert. But she didn't understand, no, it's a toppling of the whole system. We want to undo the whole system. Yeah. Socialism always comes up against capitalism, especially when that capitalism is ran by a few select few. And you know what they did to Marie Antoinette?
Well,
they kidnapped her and publicly executed her by guillotine. They chopped her head smooth off. So that's what I'm saying when I say the things that are going on right now, it's a let them eat cake kind of situation, bro.
Well, let me reverse back a little bit. Zaya Wade.
Okay.
Who, of course, at a very young age of pre-adolescence, decided that I don't think I'm a boy and I'm a woman. And both the parents, Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade, stepdaddy, stepmama.
I'm gonna say that's not both his parents.
Yeah, that's not both. Yeah, their mom. Yeah,
last thing I heard was his mother was vehemently against that.
Against that, but he stays with the father
and the stepmother.
And the stepmother. They wanted to. Dwayne Wade, he spoke on it. He said he didn't understand it, but he looked to understand what his son was going through, and then he accepted it. And now you see him, or he or she, or I don't technicalities. But Zaya Wade is getting older now. And as, like you said, with even Johnson, Zaya Wade is coming down into her manly body. Like, it's the facial features getting more manly. It's kind of, when you adolescents, you can kind of maybe walk in a dress, but now it's like, hey, the dress don't look quite.
It's getting harder to pull off.
Yeah. What do you say to the parents that are trying to understand the children, like Magic Johnson, and allow them to do what they do?
I'm going to say this. You ready for the clip that's going to go viral? Here you go, right here. On one hand, I understand to love your child because that's your child. That's the thing that you created. And you already understand that if you don't give them the love that the world is not going to give them, then they're not going to get it nowhere else. And the last thing you would want in your latter years is to not have a relationship with that person that you made, that you raised, all because you don't agree with how they live their life. So I understand that part. I'm going to support my child because I made them. But also, on what hand are you going to be a good parent? Because if my child wanted to eat junk food all day long, I wouldn't allow them to do that because I know that that's unhealthy for them. Regardless of how that decision makes them feel, if my child told me they wanted to stay up late all night and not get no sleep, I wouldn't let them do that because I know how unhealthy that is. Regardless of how much money they can make staying up all night streaming. Regardless if they don't feel like they need sleep. You know, when we were young, we didn't need much sleep. Shit, we took an hour nap. We got a whole nother 8-hour battery.
Whoa.
But long range, is that healthy for you? Long range, is it healthy for you to eat candy and junk food and shit? Can you have a long life by doing all the things that make you happy as a child? If you allowed your child to dress like they wanted to dress, they would go to school in some fucking rain boots and a cowboy hat and a bathrobe and a pajama top and some blue jean shorts. And they'd call you an unfit parent. Every parent knows you done had to make your child take a bath. They didn't feel like getting in the tub. But you understood that that's unhealthy for you to walk around stinking like that. You're going to develop hygiene issues. You're going to develop body issues. You're going to start getting cysts and sores and bumps on your body and from being unhealthy, unclean, unhygienic. So if we can make all of those good decisions for our child, why can't we make the decisions for our child when they say, I feel like I want to live like somebody else? Now I'm going to fuck you up with this one. People say, well, if that's who they're going to be as an adult, why wouldn't you pour into that while they're young? Okay then, why we don't allow our kids to drink? If your child was drinking alcohol as a teenager, you wouldn't allow them to do so with your knowledge because you understand that you're not old enough to do that, and that's for grown folks, and that's unhealthy. If your child was doing drugs, you wouldn't allow them to do so as a minor. We don't let kids drive. We don't let kids work. We don't let kids vote. We don't let kids serve in the military or join the police department or the fire department. It's illegal to have sex with a child. But it's totally fine for this child to make a decision that they want to mutilate their body. If you want to live like another gender, fine. Explore your imagination. But you want to have gender reassignment surgery, or you want to take drugs to block your hormones in your body from naturally developing? No. Why is it that we decide right then that we can let the kids do whatever the kids want to do? When it's time for the drag show to come to the school, we can let the kids do. Let these kids be kids. But you wouldn't let these kids be kids if an adult decided he wanted a relationship with one of these kids. You wouldn't let these kids be kids if that child was driving a car. If you walk to a restaurant today and there was a 10-year-old, what can I get for you? You'd be like, who the f let this baby work? But you'll let that baby twerk?
Come on, talk to him.
You'll let that baby be on the cheerleading squad, but you wouldn't let it slide out from under your car. Yeah, we almost through with your oil change. We got to do your brake pads and we'll be done in a minute. If your child decided they didn't want to go to school no more, they would lock you up for being an unfit parent and make that baby go to school and call them a truant. So they make you be a good parent every other way. And all of those are conservative ideals that I just laid out. But when it comes to your child can decide that they're no longer a girl, they're a boy, or they're no longer a boy, they're a girl, you ain't even mastered washing yet. You mean to tell me you want to get your makeup done, but you can't keep your room clean? I came to this parent-teacher conference because the teacher said can't pay attention. But you paying attention to what the you see online, on social media? You captivated by that shit, but you can't focus in class? You know all the latest dances. Twerk your off in that room and do that homework. Glitter through school first. Now, when you become an adult and you decide that's what you want to do, you grown. And you do what you want to do with your life. But as long as you're a child, you living under my roof, I had a son, and my son is finna go cut that grass before he get whooped. And then he's gonna clean his room. And then he's gonna get his school clothes together. Now, if he got some time to play in makeup after that, so be it. But I'm not gonna call myself a good parent for pouring into your delusions.
It's funny because you're right. Schools used to not let you get certain haircuts or wear certain hairdos because it's
Bro, when I went to school, boys couldn't wear earrings, man.
Right. It's a distraction.
Boys couldn't wear earrings. Boys couldn't wear hair that touched our shirt when I was in school.
Yeah.
Girls had to wear skirts that went past their fingertips when I was in school.
Come on.
We couldn't wear t-shirts with inappropriate messages on them. If it was something sexual, if it was cuss words or drug or alcohol use on your t-shirt, it was against dress code. Now you telling me that this boy can come to school as a girl?
Heels and a bra?
And that's not against dress code?
I mean, how far?
You telling me this boy can decide that he don't want to be a boy no more, so now he get to compete against the girls?
Man. That's crazy. I'm telling you, when you think about it, it's wild. It's wild. We got to do better.
So your mentality overrides your genetic composition. The one thing you cannot change is your chromosomes. People be talking about that. Gender at birth. No, gender at birth. That baby is born, they bust that baby kneecaps open and take a peek. And based off whatever they see, that's what they write. If it's dangling, it's a boy. If it's put away, it's a girl. If it's both, then you're a 1 in a million abnormality called hermaphrodite, these days intersex.
And it exists.
Since those of y'all that didn't know what the I stood for on the LGBTQI plate plus,
come on, talk to
QIA plus, however.
Intersex. Hermaphrodites exist.
Yeah, but hermaphrodites exist the same way albinos do.
Yeah, conjoined twins or something.
The same way conjoined Siamese twins do. The same way people are born with no lower phalanges, no lower limbs. Speaking of which, I saw a case with a dude who caught a murder case.
He caught a murder case.
No hands and no feet.
No hands, no feet.
First of all.
Come and talk to him.
First of all, when I saw it, I said, they lying.
It had to be.
Then they showed a YouTube video of Buddy holding it, cocking it, busting it off. So I'm like, what he hitting the trigger with? He got a little piece of nub bone on the end of that thing. He got a little piece of, everybody got their little bone and jut out on their wrist.
Yeah.
He is just point out like a little hook. He hitting the trigger with it.
Bro.
Now, my brother, God rest his soul, when he got paralyzed while he was in the Navy, his car became equipped with hand tools, hand operation, hand brake, hand gas. But if you ain't got no hands and you ain't got no feet, what the was you driving with? They say he was driving in a car, let go of the wheel with his no hands, picked up a pistol with his no hands, cocked that bitch, turned, shot the that was either right here or in the back seat with no hands. Who you get a wheel to? I know you weren't driving with your knee nubs while you was pulling this off.
Not the knee nubs.
Then they said he turned to the in the back and said, y'all help me dump the body.
Oh, stop, bro.
And they said, no, and jumped out the car. I feel like if he'd had a finger, he'd have hit the lock, but he couldn't. That nub, a damn nub couldn't get that door lock button to work good. They was able to jump out the car. He couldn't reload and reshoot.
I got another story for you that to me is kind of peculiar. Did you hear about OJ the Juice Man?
What happened to OJ the Juice Man? Hey!
Yeah, they say he pointed a gun.
At who?
At a state trooper.
Shit, he trying to get quarter clip, half a clip, whole clip. Hey!
But I mean, and he's still here.
Praise God.
First
of all, shout out to that black state trooper who was a fan of OJ the Juice Man or was able to clearly identify that man was in some form of distress, my because Nigga, you can't point your finger at the police real good without getting shot to
Of
death.
course, he said he had nothing to do with it. It was somebody, you know.
Oh, okay. Okay. That wasn't him.
But he's locked up for.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That was another.
No, so wait, hold on. So I'm curious. If a man with no hands, no arms, no legs came at you and said, "Give me everything you got, I'm gonna kill you." Like, will you take it serious now?
I'm gonna walk off real fast. I bet you. I'm not even gonna run away. I'm a power walk. I bet you he can't keep up with me. And my whole body stride. Hell no. Ain't no way a nigga. I'm not finna let a weeble wobble you.
Wobble me down to death.
You're not finna
wobble you down.
First of all, Pop, wobble me down was crazy. Wobble me down? Yeah, explain that to the police. He wobbled me down and took my money. Whoa. Time out. I'm not finna let a
that
nigga.
obituary be wild as hell.
I'm not finna let a nigga seesaw waddle up to me. And how he gonna reach for the pistol? I bet you I can fight him for it. I bet you I can get a hand on it before he can.
Nigga. Facts.
And you talk about, we finna wrestle over this gun, sir. You finna have to show me you the strongest, handless, footless. When I put my goddamn legs around your head and wrap you in that rear neck and choke, nigga, the fact that I can hold the gun an arm's length away and you can't, I won.
Got him. Oh, all right. Well, let's go and go through that, man. I just seen a video recently where Jada Pinkett was speaking with someone about when can Will Smith come home and live with her. And she said, I'll think about it.
Oh.
But right now, it ain't happening. She's enjoying her peace with her mama and herself. And it goes back to the slap with Chris Rock. And I'm like,
how did it go back to the slap?
I mean, I'm just my mental, like a woman who won't even let you come home and you.
Oh, you jumped out there?
Yeah, you jumped out there.
You did all that for a woman who won't even let you come to the house?
Come to the house.
Man, how many have done gestures and still can't come home?
Goddamn.
Right. Showed up to the job with flowers and shit. Came to the church and testified and showed up to a friend's house at the baby shower. You thought all that deliver me from eBay ass shit was gonna work. This ain't no rom-com. Sometimes when a black woman got her mind made up, it's just made up, bro. It's over with. Every that has lost a woman and she just decided that the relationship is over. It's just over, cuz ain't no rhyme or reason to it. And all you can do is just sit there and wish that you could reverse time, my nigga. But you can go win $1 million. You can go conquer the moon. You can win. Did you see the who won the goddamn medal in the Winter Olympics? And he's standing up there at his medal ceremony. And he said, I just want to say that 3 months ago, I lost the most important woman that ever meant anything to me. And then when it's on your soul, it's on you. You could win a silver medal in the Olympics. And it won't mean when, and I've never been with any other woman. So I can't talk about how they do. But I know when it comes to a sister, when her mind made up, sometimes she want to go ahead and say yeah. But her friends be like, you said your mind was made up. And we sat here and cried you back to health and we fucked that me and a party. We made vision boards. We drunk wine and ate food. We went out of town 3 times. Bitch, we done healed you. You better not go back to that. So, bruh, it don't matter.
Can you, because they're basically married, living separately. Can those relationships work? A married couple live in 2 separate houses.
Man, everybody's marriage can work because that's your marriage. Marriage starts to fail when you start to try to live your marriage according to somebody else's success plan or somebody else's blueprint. One thing everybody got to remember is you are and you married the woman that she is. So you can't uphold each other to no other standard other than that. And you should have known the person that you got with before y'all got down the aisle. What bothers me is people want to start defining their relationship after they done got married. You already knew who they were before you start. Once you start dealing with them, you knew who that was. Before you decided as a man, this is who I want to marry. Before you decided as a woman, this is who I'm going to agree to marry. You had ample opportunity to make an educated guess, to make a wise decision.
It's a roll of the dice, though.
But the gamble is just off of how long will it last. Do they mean what they say when you make that against all odds, come hell or high water promise to each other, for better or worse, in sickness and health, in rich or poor, you know what I'm saying, till death do us part. Those are all, no matter how it goes, we with each other type of conditions that you're putting on the contract. A lot of people break the terms and conditions of the contract. So that's the roll of the dice. Do this really mean what they say when they promising me all this? And in exchange for that, do you mean what you say when you say, I'll go hungry to make sure you eat? I'll be uncomfortable to make sure you got somewhere to sleep. I'll die to make sure you stay safe. That's your promise as a man. But as a woman, if she told you, I'm going to give you whatever pussy I pull out these drawers, and I'll cook whenever the I feel like it, and if I'm mad at you, you going to go sleep on the couch. Whatever you signed up for, nigga, that was in the fine print of your contract. That's your contract. And that don't apply to nobody else's contract out here. Your deal that you signed ain't my deal that I signed, dog. And regardless of how beneficial or horrible your deal looks like, that don't mean I get to go back in trying to renegotiate mine. Because just like you, I should have got all my terms and conditions laid out before I signed my deal. So if Will is the type of man that will remain in a marriage that he can't inhabit the same home with his wife, so be it. I'm not the type of man where I could live be in a marriage where me and my wife don't live together. But there's been several women that have come out here lately and say, if I get married, I want to live in a different house than my man. Or we got to have separate bedrooms. Whatever worked for them, work for them.
Man.
All of us that wouldn't work for, we just got to make sure we don't marry like Will did.
Come on.
That's the message to all you. Everybody that got a problem with these women saying online, Cheesecake Factory ain't good enough. She need $100 date deposit to go out. You need to, if she on the phone with you and you ask her what she doing and she say, I'm getting my nails done, you need to send the money.
Damn.
You need to send at least $100 for lunch. All these women that are saying that type of shit, they only saying it because they got a out there that's willing to do it. If you got a problem with it, stay far away from them type of women.
Basically.
But that's the problem.
Need a city.
You can't stay away from that type of woman. She looks so goddamn good to you that you got to have her. Now you trying to negotiate with this about her terms and conditions.
Coochie, la la la.
Damn. Talk to him. Some other shit that's going on that we gotta address is
What's that?
I see you see the 50 Cent and T.I.
Yeah.
It's all over the place. The kids involved, the baby's involved. Baby making diss tracks.
Who baby?
T.I.'s baby, the little girl. She
No,
that was okay. Yeah,
okay. Somebody just recirculated it. I know ain't nobody letting no kids get in grown folk
don't
business.
mess with my mom. I said, oh.
No, and black folks think that type of shit is cute, but I believe that a child should stay in a child's place. I have no problem with his sons being in it because they're adults.
Yeah,
like King is a father himself. You know what I'm saying? So if he want to say something about, and Tiny is his birth mother, and Tiny raised T.I.'s other sons, so they look at her like she's their mother as well. So if motherfuckers want to jump in it and you're an adult, then you're an adult, but kids should stay in the kids' place. I believe that kids and spouses and parents are off limits when conflict starts and beef begins. Them the old rules of the street. If I got a problem with you, I got a problem with you. Our kids can go to the same school. I'll pick your kid up and drop your kid off to your house and look at you and be like, yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Because these kids is innocent. Yeah. Me and you got a problem, I'll help your grandmama walk across the street. Because I was raised to help grandmamas walk across the street. And when I see you, yeah, we'll get at each other, bro. All right, ma'am, you have a good day. If me and you got a problem and I see your mama loading her groceries, I'm going to help your mama load her groceries in the car. Because your mama ain't got nothing to do with that. Now, if me and you out here boxing and your grandmama, your child, your mama run out here with their hands balled up, well, they just put themselves in it.
Oh,
that's different.
Equal opportunity.
And that's why when they used to box, they tell a woman, go to the car. I need you all the way away from what the fuck going on. Because I can't tell you what's going to happen if me and this get to fighting and you swing and now this nigga knock your head off. Quickest way to keep you safe is to keep you away.
Oh, yeah.
And gangsters somehow lost sight of that by doing gangster shit at the same place where your women and your children lay their heads.
Why ain't culture different?
The closest and the best way to keep your family members safe is to keep them away from what you got going.
Come on.
It's supposed to be a division of separation of church, state, and street.
Man, nah, for real, goddamn. So what do you say to Ja Rule running into G Unit in first class? And things got escalated and he threw a pillow at one of them.
I say the same thing that I say about these people that cut these videos on. It was a whole lot of shit that happened before motherfuckers hit record on their phone.
Right. That's
I believe that Ja Rule was already sitting in his seat, and it just so happened that the G Unit got sat behind him. And I believe they was trolling that man. They were barking, they were throwing, straw rappers at him and shit, doing little shit. Ain't nobody doing nothing to get put on a no-fly list. But they wasn't expecting him to turn around and make a scene. Because Ja Rule was like, you're not gonna bully me. I'm gonna stand up. It's kind of like when you getting picked on the school bus. I'm gonna stand up and say, hey, stop throwing stuff at me loud enough for the driver and the monitor and teacher to hear us. Because now somebody finna come put an end to it. Now we all finna get thrown off the plane. Now ain't nobody finna make their flight. You're not finna make me uncomfortable. I'm gonna make everybody uncomfortable now. But I also know that everybody involved was too old for that. All you is somebody's granddaddy, bro, and y'all about to get put off an airplane.
Goddamn. Granddaddy.
Like, can't box at. One thing about it, if we on the same plane, nigga, we going to the same place. Our bag's gonna be at the same baggage claim. We walking out the same door when we leave the airport. We walking to the same direction to go to the rental car shuttle or go to the Lyft Uber pickup. It's only so many doors we can go out of, man.
Yeah.
If we got that type of problem on a plane, we can handle it on dry ground. Where all we do is go to jail. Now we can't fly no more because we finna fight on the plane. No, let's fight when we touch the ground.
Facts.
If we gonna cut up, we ain't gotta cut up at the airport. Let's go, both of us. Come on, let's get on this Marriott shuttle. Yeah. Like we staying at the Marriott. Let's go box at the hotel.
Come on now.
Why we gotta throw our career away to handle some shit like men?
Again, they too old. There gotta be age limit to stop beefing. I don't know. They gotta be.
No, it don't.
We too old. Like shit.
No, it don't.
73. Yeah,
no, it don't. Nigga, your grandmama still don't fuck with your great auntie behind some shit that happened in 77.
Goddamn. Nah, that's facts.
Beef ain't nothing but, you know what white people call beef? A grudge.
Come on. These is facts.
And been having grudge matches, been holding grudges. Let's just bury the hatchet, AKA let's just squash the beef. And they shake hands and pretend to be nice until somebody do something else. And they wake that shit right back up. It's a beef when do it. It's a grudge when white folks do it. But all of that is human nature, bruh.
Yeah.
That's animalistic behavior, man. I don't like the way your pee smell when you pee on a tree.
That's wild. Wow.
And this jungle ain't big enough for the both of us.
Shit. That's wild. Ron, I gotta ask because a lot of couples are having a lot of troubles. Man, we don't want to, laugh at their pain.
Oh, it's hard out here.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. But I gotta speak on it because Dwight Howard's wife.
Big old bag of cocaine.
Bro, she pulled out a cereal bag.
Big old bag. That bag was so big.
Frosted Flakes
Everybody
bag.
was like, bitch, that can't be cocaine.
Yeah, like this is what ended our marriage. I'm like, whoa.
She had a bag of creatine.
right. She pulled out I don't know.
Bitch, that was now that little that was in there.
Bird.
That little that was in that glass. That was cocaine. That was the real dope. But that little shit she put out that cereal bag, that was muscle milk. That wasn't no. That was whey protein powder, bitch. That wasn't no. They don't sell. First of all, that much cocaine don't come in no gallon-sized Ziploc bag, bitch. That come in a brick, bitch.
Damn.
That shit was in a easily open, and that was some Kool-Aid cocaine, bitch. That shit been stepped on 19 times if it's that goddamn granulated.
Goddamn.
But that little shit that she pulled out that thing, and you see she didn't pull that off in there with that shit.
Yeah, she like keep that separate.
She kept that shit separate. Like, if all that shit was cocaine, she'd have been like, this right here. He got all of this shit. She'd have pulled it off in there with that. But she didn't. Nope, she got that glass and scooped that shit right back off in there. And then went ahead and hit the rest of it. Because one thing I know about it is people don't get married and only one of them have a drug problem. Or only one of them is alcoholic.
One of them is worser.
Or only one of them is doing. Nigga, there's no...
Everybody ain't Bobby and Whitney.
Hey, man. If a woman marries a man and this secretly gets some dick on the side, they don't get married unless they both can together. If a marry a woman and she bisexual, he not gonna marry her until she give him a threesome.
That's a little different because
It's not. I ain't gonna say every. Most of the that got hooked on dope in the 80s got hooked on dope behind with a broad. She turned him out. All the that got hooked on powder, coke, crack, Molly, heroin. Well, no, heroin was all the from the military, but everything other than the heroin, all the shit that make a woman get high and want to turn them out. Because the nigga will do whatever to get that pussy.
Every woman ain't gonna agree with you on this one, bro.
Name a woman that has married name a woman who done married with a problem.
A drug problem?
A real that shit a deal breaker.
Nah, hold on. It's a lot.
Now, I ain't talking about he developed his problem after they got married. I'm talking about she walked down the aisle knowing that this smoke crack and she don't.
I can't think of no right now, but it's
even if all she do is hit it on New Year's, she smoked crack too. Every that smoke weed to convince his bitch to hit the blunt. So you mean to tell me all the shit that's stronger than weed?
But some be high, you know.
Curiosity, man, because most people that get high, it increases their sexual encounters. So a woman like, what is it that make you put that super mean wee on me like that? He like, oh baby, shit, I hit this two times. Go on, hit it one time with me, baby, and let's have fun. Let's do the thing. Or he finna get some coochie and she like, you don't with her a little bit. He like, nah, baby, that's you. And she like, when I hit this shit, it take me to another moon. Hit this shit with me and let's go to another place. And he's so damn thirsty to do some strange with that strange. And now he turned the out and blew his brains out. So you mean to tell me that a can convince a woman with everything else that's wrong with him to walk down the aisle and this got a I'm finna put our whole family at jeopardy problem?
Yeah, from BBD, bro. It was on the movie. What was I forgot the
Ricky Bell.
Ricky Bell was tripping.
He got on powder after they was married.
I don't know. He might, he was in the music game, I think he would do a powder before and probably kind of kept tough. that he's an exception to the rule.
Okay, then. What you know can keep something from a black woman?
Shit.
All these FBI detectives. What woman you know ain't gonna get in? What secret can you keep? You can't keep no secret money from a she'll find out. You can't keep no secret kid from a she'll find out. You can't keep no, cause
shit.
Okay then. Secrets. So you did better telling me that a married a with a problem and didn't know it. Cause I'll believe that because a will look at a problem and look right past it.
See it in the eye. And it fly by.
See dirty drawers and still eat that pussy.
God damn.
He not lying.
Smell that coochie and still hit it raw.
Ooh.
Damn.
So see it, man. You know what I mean? That smoke, some weird. I seen her hit the meth in front of me. But she promised me that once she got through, she was gonna give me the greatest head I'd ever had. So I was like, well, bitch, let's see.
Let's see.
I don't believe you, bitch. No.
Nigga put a pillow on the floor. Yeah. If you know, you know.
You know how many times I'd have been kicking it at the strip club or kicking it at the swing club and do that powder in front of me?
Boy, you gonna be up all night?
I tried powder twice. Neither time was I with a chick. Both times I tried powder, I was around people that close in my family that like, I done watched this man do it a bunch of times. He ain't never fell off and shit. Well, let me see what the fuss is about. The first time I tried powder, all that did was taste like I had ate BC powder all goddamn night. The whole back of my throat tastes like BC powder all goddamn night. And I couldn't get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, you're gonna be up.
I kept going to sleep, waking up refreshed, like, woo, that was 8 hours, wasn't it? 90 minutes had went by, like, God damn. I woke up 6 times in one night. I was like, I don't never need 6 nights of sleep in one night. The next time I tried powder, I'm in the Bahamas. I'm chilling with a chick that looks like, y'all remember the show Island Vibes on BET?
Go back.
Yeah. Was it Island Grooves or Island Vibes or something like that?
Something.
It used to come on Sundays. And it was the Caribbean chick that was the host. That's who this lady looked like. She was high yellow, bro. And this back when I was deep in my colorism, because I was 22 at the time. I'm deep in my colorism. So high yellow was the finest form of black woman at the time to me. And this woman was high yellow, big fine, 5'10", 2 1/4. Thick, weirded, no stomach, no waist. In the Bahamas. And she said she needed a little bump to really get the night started. And I said, well, I don't know where to get no cocaine. She said, I know somebody.
In the Bahamas.
Bitch made a phone call, and it was like at the door like Steve Urkel, before she could hang up good, toot. Y'all ready to party? Y'all want to have a good time? Yeah, $20. Nigga, I bought the little perk pack. That bitch didn't waste no time. No, she hit me with the Nino Brown, took them titties out, and then started chopping the dope up. So I'm just looking at them titties like, ooh, she is so fine. And that bitch broke it down into 3 lines. She hit 1, cleaned it. 2, cleaned it. It was like, come have a taste. And I was like, coke ain't my thing. I tried it one time and already. And she was like, come party with me and I'm gonna blow your mind. And I was like, well, shit, bitch. And my meat would not get hard the whole night. The whole night. Man, I don't know how I did the cocaine, but I either did too much or not enough. I didn't know that coke cut your dick off. your whole body be turned on though.
Yeah.
You feel everything. This woman was giving me the best head I'd ever had. Better than the meth chick.
Man, not better than the meth.
I'm talking about, Nick, have you ever had a woman give you head so good it make the hairs on your stand up?
Oh, god damn.
I'm talking about when this bitch got the goosebumps running up your body.
Nick.
You feel ice cold, but it ain't no air conditioner running in the room.
Oh, that's some good head.
This bitch was changing my life.
Nick.
And my meat was absolutely not in attendance. This
Shit.
This was just...
She want sucking, she gnawing.
And she was doing her best. I'm talking about she working.
Yeah, she trying.
She
trying.
working. I'm talking about, I know she popped her ear bone.
Oh,
she in there working.
Yeah, damn.
So I stood up like, no, it's cause cause my body know me. He know, no, the head ain't where it's at. Fool around and be them busted and now it's it. That's a wrap. I want that coochie, man. And because she fine, I'm eating that coochie. I'm finna eat that coochie. I ain't never had a this bad. Ever.
Yeah.
Ever, never. So I'm finna put her in the bed and I'm finna eat that coochie.
What you said?
Boy, took the bikini bottles off. Coochie just as pretty as her face. I knew it was gonna be. I knew it was. I'm eating the coochie. Coochie tastes like ocean water. Salty a little bit. I'm talking about snacking strong.
Yeah.
Snacking strong, boy. You know you eating a lot of coochie when you burp.
Oh, nigga, oh man.
I done ate a lot of coochie, nigga.
Yeah.
My belly done got big. I done ate a lot of this coochie.
That nigga that devour the roast beast. Gosh.
That lady grabbed me by my head and shoulders and pulled me up to her, looked me in my face like, I want the dick right now. I was like, girl, I've been wanting to give you this dick. This nigga won't clock in for work. This nigga pulled up to the job and sat in the break room for his whole shift. This nigga refused to clock in.
Yeah, you gotta become the finger king.
But when you squeeze it and you sitting there beating it.
Please.
I'm talking about, I done toothpasted it. You know, when you grab it from the bottom and squeeze everything to the front like you trying to get that last little toothpaste out of there. I done toothpasted my dick 9 times, nigga. Nathaniel. I'm talking about, I'm finesse. Nothing.
Nothing. Jelly.
Meat. No erection. Nothing. Eat the coochie. No change.
I bet mom just like toothpaste.
God damn. All right, well, for the kids out there, please don't try.
Don't do no cocaine.
White
if you
girl,
plan on
man.
having
Please
sex.
don't try that white girl. That cocaine.
Cocaine is just for looking at hoes.
Cocaine. Yeah.
That's all. Anytime I see they party, they got the cocaine. I'm like, oh, he just gonna look at the hoes. He ain't
Call
gonna
him
do nothing with none of them but eat some coochie. With the Bobby Brown jaw.
God damn. With that being said, something closer to home with Dallas, I gotta ask you about Cowboys about to have a hell of a season, man. That boy Dak, he was 3 days away from getting marrying the love of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And wedding called off due to some inappropriate texts, is what I heard. Thought it was about a prenup, but wifey said, nah, it was about
some inappropriate what?
Text messages. She's 3 days away from marrying the richest in sports history.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of text you think she probably saw to make her say, this ain't it?
Don't you marry that white girl without her signing that paperwork.
Yeah, well, that was the first thing.
From mom.
That was the first thing.
Next text message from your agent. Hey man, still haven't gotten your fiance's copy of the prenup back. Please advise. See, those were the text messages that made her want to jump ship. It wasn't the butt naked pictures from the other girls. It wasn't the finding out that he was with other girls. Again, no woman goes down the aisle with a man without knowing exactly who he is. Ain't no surprises, bro. Like these days, you can't even surprise a woman by being surprised gay. She knew that shit too.
So you doing the bending?
Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about? Like one of her gay homeboys and put her to the side and be like, big. I know him.
Yeah.
So the prenup. See, Dak went to Stephen Jackson School of Finance and Business. Stephen Jackson called his wedding off for the same reason. You don't want to sign a prenup? No wedding. Nothing. That's what you get. Nothing. You get the purses and shoes and shit that you've accumulated during our relationship. And then you get to tag. Because if you think you finna hook yourself up to this $175 million train without no exit clause, and marriages are 2 out of 3 doomed to fail, that's financial impropriety, man. That's financial irresponsibility.
Come on.
That's a horrible investment.
I mean, what are your thoughts on the prenup in general? Like, you feel like that's necessary?
Absolutely. If you make enough money to pay all the bills yourself, whatever them bills is, service that lady with a prenup. That goes for the niggas that make $50,000 a year, for the niggas that make $500,000 a year, for the niggas that make $5 million a year. If the money that you make is enough to sustain your household, that means that you got with a woman who's willing to live at your means. There should not come a penalty with the dissolution of y'all's relationship. If y'all want to dissolve being together, well then, take it, ma'am. Because one thing you've been doing this whole relationship is keeping the change.
Yeah. That's real. That's real.
When a woman gives you a grand total that you owe on something, she gives you a round number. Baby, I need money for the light bill. How much is it? $300. You give her $300. The light bill was $262.81. She just rounded up, gave you a round number, a whole number, $300. But she kept that $37. She kept the change, my nigga. Women squirreled away that change the whole goddamn time. So you telling me that you ain't put nothing to the side our whole relationship. When I met you, you had marketable skills. You've been doing something to make money, whether you was selling cakes on the side or doing makeup, or you had a legitimate business or a legitimate job that you went to every day. Because some women still want to work and still want their man to pay all the bills. And as long as you meet a nigga that agree to that, fine. So you've been putting your money to the side our whole relationship. At the very least, you've been putting 50% of your money to the side. Even if we've been going 50-50 on bills, you've been saving 50% of your money this whole time. And 80% of divorces are filed by the woman. So 8 out of 10 times, it was you who decided that this didn't work for you no more. So cool. Take your bread, take everything that you saved and squirreled away, and God be with you. And same thing for me. Especially if we got some kids together. Let's take care of these kids. You gonna be happy, I'm gonna be happy.
Come on. Come on.
And any woman that ain't willing to sign that is a woman that's saying to you, number one, you better always do everything that I decide what makes me happy in this relationship. Or I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna leave you at a penalty. And you know unhappiness can be a reason for divorce. Tia divorced her husband for being unhappy. Not because he was cheating, not because they had financial difficulty, not because they lost a child, but because she woke up one day and decided, this marriage don't do it for me no more. And if that's reason enough to leave me, you shouldn't be able to walk off with my bread also, bro.
Come on. Come on.
And women agree, because anytime a nigga gets a healthy divorce settlement from a woman, they be like, that's up.
Offset.
You remember when Mary J. Blige's husband got broke off with the 25 M's?
Oh yeah, he got a payday.
Who was that just got divorced here recently?
Shit.
Somebody just got divorced here recently and their husband got a goddamn big payday.
Candy Burris.
Candy Burris and her husband.
Yeah.
Now we watched that man get disrespected by Candy Mama every episode that they was on Housewives together.
Come on.
We've watched this get drugged online for being Stedman.
Yeah.
Come on. Basically.
Every time it's a man that supports his woman for making more money than him, the internet reminds him, nigga, you better keep it cute. She make more money than you. She don't need you. You better not be upset at nothing she do. She make more money than you. When Keke Wyatt was butt naked at the Usher concert, her baby daddy couldn't even say, I got a problem with that. He had to say, you a mom. Because everybody else was like, you better shut your up. He make more money than you.
Ain't she from Oak Cliff?
She make, who, Keke Wyatt?
Yeah.
I mean, Keke Palmer?
Oh, you said Paul. I thought you said Wyatt.
Oh, yeah, Wyatt.
Yeah.
My bad. I mean, Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
Keke Wyatt from Oak Cliff?
That's what I heard.
I didn't know that.
Cliff, bro.
But that might be why she got that quicksand like that, boy.
Right. Walk around with that.
Ain't got no exit door on that coochie, boy.
Damn.
No disrespect to her new husband.
Damn.
But yeah, I know she got like 9, 10 kids, don't it?
Boy.
Boy. Got it.
Let me find out that the women from South Dallas is out here just out here just changing lives for the better.
Right. She better be from South Dallas. Ron, before we get out here, I gotta get your take on how far do you feel AI is gonna go? I seen snap their finger turn into Beyonce. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm talking
Why
about
would they want to do that?
I don't know, but it happened. So I'm like, the way they could play with us on this internet, on this social media, that you don't even know what's real anymore. Like, you don't even know what you're seeing could be the real thing, but you might share it like it's real. All of a sudden, it, boy who cried wolf. How far do you think it's gonna go? And do you feel like there got to be a limit or a stop to it? Because I've heard it get actually in trouble with the laws because a case, they showed an AI video during a case. I think maybe it was Amber Givens or somebody had said the AI video was shown to help prosecute a case, which it was a real video, but it was doctored AI at the end. It's not her. So how far do you feel it'll go? Like,
well, AI is going to go all the way to movie special effects level. To the point where it's going to totally nullify anything that's shown on TV or on media. Like
we're seeing it in views.
We're seeing it right now where they're calling it into question. Like, but it's going to be not just music videos. Like, y'all remember the first time we saw AI is when Kobe jumped over to Aston Martin.
Yeah.
While it was driving.
I thought he really jumped over that hoe.
We really thought he jumped over that hoe.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? When we saw Michael Vick throw the ball 120 yards in the Poway commercial, we was like, damn, they had camera tricks and shit they would show us back then. But these days, there's no tricks of the camera. There's no sleight of hand. They just literally altering what it is that they show us. So to the point now where, remember they used to say the cameras don't lie. Shit.
Bullshit.
Video don't lie. Shit.
Yeah, nigga.
A picture's worth 1,000 words. 1,000 words that you decide. Which once you doubt everything that you see, that means you doubt everything you see. Which means the next time you see a video of a black man being murdered by the police, they could just come out and say, that's AI, y'all. Nothing to see here. Keep moving. When America becomes a concentration camp, and we start to look like all these dystopian movies that they've been showing us for the last 20 years, those of us that don't want to see the real world will be able to just quietly sit at home and look at our TVs and our phones and be told the reality that we want to know. Remember, in the Matrix, they gave you the option. You can take the blue pill and everything will be just as you've always known it to be. Or you can take the red pill. And now you realize that every meal is oatmeal with no sugar in it. That every outfit is ugly and gray. That ain't nobody got no hair. And that every lifestyle is a program that we plugged into the back of your head. And if you want to live that reality, well, then take this pill and come join us in the revolution.
Hey. So most niggas going cipher.
Most people are going to take the blue pill, bro. Facebook just announced that they're shutting down the metaverse after spending $80 billion on that. They sold Meta real estate Niggas was buying actual land in the metaverse, spending real money on it. Bitcoin and US dollars.
That's wild.
On some that was a figment of another imagination.
Nigga.
Because people will pay whatever price they can pay to avoid an uncomfortable reality. So AI is going to go as far as people's discomfort goes.
Do you feel they can weaponize? You just mentioned like a police shooting, black kid gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
They could use that to make an AI video to incite a riot.
They can use that to all of a sudden now that got a gun in his hand, and he was rightfully killed.
AI could be used to incite wars.
AI could be used to incite wars. AI could be used to incite riots. AI could be used to convince everybody to take this COVID shot. AI could be used to get everybody to vote one way or another. Right. Propaganda is a media tool that only can affect the sheep-minded ones. And if it's easily swayed by every TikTok trend, if a meme can change the way you felt about something for 20 or 30 years with no research to support it, well, then you have a very mind. And you're the type of people that they're building AI for. The type of motherfucker that smile when you see a dog in the back dancing like this and shit, and you smile so hard, you share that shit to 12 people. If stupid enriches your life, well, then AI, you're going to be here for it.
No, I was quick to try to share. I thought a plane was getting shot down over in Iran. And then on a magic carpet was behind it with an AK. I'm like, oh, I shared it too quick. I had to take the share back. I'm like, fuck.
There was a Disney movie called WALL-E about this old robot that was supposed to be decommissioned. He was obsolete. He no longer fulfilled his purpose, but he woke up one day with full consciousness, full knowledge of self. And he realized that not only am I a robot, but I don't want to die. And he was in a scrap yard full of other machinery. And they went up to the mothership. And on that mothership was a whole bunch of obese humans. 400 that all wore the same sweatsuit, that all traveled around on hovercrafts, and everything they did was in front of a tablet in front of their face. Every time they got ready to eat, a tube would come down and feed them. Every time they got ready to do an activity, a helmet would come over and play games. And they never got out these hover chairs. And that's where they pushing America to, where you got this sedentary life. You don't have to travel when you can scroll your way around the world. You ain't got to really be a good that's at the top of the heap that qualifies for the most beautiful girl. You could just meet a who bought all the beautiful girl accessories sold separately on some aftermarket upgrades.
Temu.
So she got a Temu body to go with your Temu personality and your Temu money, your Temu ass lifestyle. Both of y'all lying. Both of y'all catfishing. Both of y'all living a lifestyle. That's why a nigga like me, I ask for nudes when I talk to a chick. Number one, I need to make sure you're a woman.
You show the whole body.
Huh?
Whole body.
Number one, off the rip, off the muscle.
You're free.
And I need to see that whatever kind of body you got, that's the body that I need to prepare myself for. I don't need to have no preconceived notions about what type of woman you are based off what I envision you to be if I imagine you, or what are you showing me off these filters and shit.
But you know, ChatGPT can just be like, make me a pussy.
ChatGPT can't do that yet.
Post a picture, make this a pussy.
ChatGPT can't do that yet. Pornhub can't do that. And that's why I be like, nah, well, you know what? FaceTime right. It in, goddamn me.
Right.
Show me the coochie right now.
Right. Right now.
Yeah. And that's why I'm starting, that's why now I'm attracted to women with flaws, dog. Yeah. I like coochies with a hair bump on it. Yeah, that's how I know. Because AI would never make a coochie with a hair bump on it.
God damn.
Yeah, that filter would cover that little bump up. Yeah. I like coochies with one lip longer than the other. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see the booty with the dimples in it.
God damn.
Let's bring them booties back.
Please.
The booties with the scooped in on the side a little bit. Bring them booties back.
Please and thank you.
Bring back the titties where one of them was bigger than the other. Bring them back. Real titties where one of them slightly bigger than the other. Bring back real belly buttons.
Oh, not the hernia.
Man, no, not the one that poke out. It ain't got to be an outie.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Nah, you a freak ass nigga. You want a double click, nasty ass boy. You want another something to nibble on, nasty man.
Nasty man.
No, I just miss real belly buttons.
Oh yeah, come on now.
I'm so sick of these hoes, these doctor-made poke.
Yeah, deep ass and just how?
Goddamn all this poison ivy and shit tattooed around your waistband, coochie, because he done grabbed the bottom and pulled it up, run the shit, didn't all. Give me a body that's out the factory settings.
Yeah, there's a female who didn't have a belly button.
Let's big up natural bodies, natural hair, natural skin, natural women. Somehow, some way, enough bigged up BBLs to where women actually thought that that's what it's like.
Yeah.
The only that's going for a BBL is a who has never had a with a big booty that's real.
Yeah.
You ain't never pulled a big booty that's cute in real life. All the big booty bitches you done pulled look just like their father.
Come on now.
So you can't proudly parade this around, even though her body from the shoulders down is, oh my God, nigga, booty is stupid. The best booty got all the little dimples in it and shit. That's the booty that won't be still, goddamn me.
Come on now. Wave pool.
No, but they made somebody somewhere told you that this fake body with this built like Mrs. Incredible, all these superhero booty built bitches, where whoever putting the booties on, they putting them on upside down. The booty be fatter at the top than it is on the bottom. Upside down, teardrop, heart-shaped ass booty and shit. Somebody somewhere said, that's what these like out here. And that's what they out here doing. It need to be enough to stand up and say, hey,
nah, boo.
That's why they 90s fine. You know what that mean, right? That mean pretty face, big titties, small to medium booty. That's what all the women had in the 90s. Nia Long didn't have no.
Come on now.
Gabrielle Union didn't have no. Stacey Dash didn't have no dog. The first time we saw and we all fell in love with it, it was Buffy the Body. Like, big booty wasn't really what that was. It was a back video before we saw it. It was tip drill before we was like, damn, look at all.
Now for real. For real.
Ain't no never been like, yeah, my wife, the woman my woman of my dreams got to have. That was never it, bro.
Luke has some asses.
Go look at them women again.
Yeah, for real.
That was a 14-year-old mind that was like, look at them ass. Go look at them women again.
Yeah.
Go look at all them loose ass bikinis that was shaking and shit.
Goddamn.
Plenty booty meat missing in them goddamn swimsuits. Go look at twerking back in the 90s. That shit'll make you bust out laughing.
Come on now.
Yeah. Go look at nasty dancing back during the freak nigga shit. Bunch of women doing this all goddamn day and shit. That ain't sexy.
Gyrating like a.
It was sexy then.
It was sexy then.
Like a motherfucker.
Because it was real.
And Luke, that was the first time we seen G-string.
That's the first time we saw the coochie hair side of the drawers a little bit. We were like, ooh.
Shit. Whoop, there it is. Whoop,
but don't bring coochie hair back. Leave that where it's at.
Leave that in the 80s.
Bring back everything but the coochie hair, boy.
You know the coochie hair gonna come with some what they call it, some B2Bs in the back of that.
Boy.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
The only progressive thing I like about these ladies now is they shaving and waxing, boy. Because everybody want their coochie ate.
Yeah. That was Wolf of Wall Street. He said, man, the girls out here, they got their shaved. It looks like baby. It's like a baby.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Let me let you know something, ma'am, to all the ladies that say that. Which camera? My camera. Ladies. Somewhere around about 10 or 11th grade in high school, you started becoming sexually active. And after that point, you drastically changed all the characteristics on the front of your coochie. So even if you take all the hair off of it, there's nothing childlike about your vagina anymore, ma'am. Child coochie lips don't dangle out like how yours is with that roast coochie that you sitting on. Fat lip coochie that you got over there. Lady, that is a vagina with a big old clit. Clit got a big forehead on it. Big old Tyra Banks forehead on that thing. Yeah, you done had sex so much that your coochie mouth hang open like somebody just said their name and they turn around and said, huh. Yo, Gucci having ass. Your lips don't hold together tight no more and pristine and untouched like a child's unshaved and hairless vagina. Ma'am, that little pickle pig foot you sitting on no more, the hair on it ain't what make it look grown, baby.
Goddamn. Goddamn. Talk to him. Man, with that being said, Blaq Ron, once again, eclectic, man. You came through with the education.
Eclector.
Yeah, come on now. Let's go. For those that are wondering, Ron, what you got coming up next, man, and those that want to see you in person, man.
Yeah.
Can you tell them as far as what you got going, what you got coming up, how can they catch you?
First of all, episode of Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Jam is dropping very soon. Shout out to my boy Nate Jackson for letting me be part of history. I'm doing Netflix as a joke this year. So yeah, dates all around in Dallas and in LA, because Netflix is gonna be all around spread out. We touring. We got some tour dates coming up all over the East Coast and up north. Detroit, Chicago, Philly, Baltimore, DC, all that's coming up. So we on the road and we writing and we preparing for the new special. So Drape the Mania, the new special is coming real soon. Other than that, be sure that you keep on supporting everything that we've already put on YouTube. Go find that, go watch that. You know what I'm saying? Doing some stuff with Dallas View Media. Be sure y'all go watch it. I'm not gonna do nothing if y'all don't watch it. People be like, bro, you need a podcast. Bro, you need a special. Bro, you need a show. If y'all ain't gonna watch it, I ain't gonna do it. I just keep on writing and telling these goddamn jokes. But other than that, man, we got plenty of jokes coming for y'all. We doing some community stuff here to put Dallas on the map. So be looking out for it, dog. I'm finna be the unofficial mayor of Dallas. So
let's go. Now we
look out for that.
Let's go. No, you know, Netflix is joke. They're about to do a Kevin Hart roast coming up in May or something of that nature. And there was a funny viral video of he had a wax figurine that looked nothing like him.
Oh wow!
If they was to make a wax figurine of you that looked nothing like you, do you let it ride because you got a wax figurine, or do you gonna take it over upper management?
Yeah. First of all, at my thank you speech, I'm roasting whoever this nigga is that's supposed to be me. And then normally, because I got one of them looking faces, whoever they tried to make this statue look like actually look like somebody else. Why wouldn't y'all just have this come up here and accept this statue? Don't give me no Blaq Ron statue and it's Samuel Jackson with locks. That's not Blaq Ron, goddamn me. So I'm gonna roast that fucking statue first of all. And then, yeah. Upper management, we gotta have a talk. Yeah. Like I couldn't have been D Wade. Pull that goddamn curtain off.
Oh yeah, when D Wade, that
got that goddamn horrified fucking statue. That nigga look like he was scared of his life. Hell no, man. And my mama here, bro, hell no, nigga. I'm finna fight on camera.
Yeah, I don't give a damn how long it took you to make that motherfucker.
I'm whooping somebody. Take it back. I'll knock the head off this goddamn wax statue. Y'all gonna have to make it again.
I had to get your take on this before you head out. Michael B. Jordan won an Oscar. One of, I believe, 6 black men to win one for Sinners. Do you believe that his course to get that Oscar was because a man with Tourette's yelled at BAFTA Awards? Do you feel like that led him?
No.
Okay.
No, because that same man yelled out some homophobic slurs and the editors took that part out. So it wasn't that. It was the age-old adage that our black ancestors have always taught us, that we got to be twice as good to be considered half as good. Michael B. Jordan won that role, won that Oscar, because he gave us 2 Oscar award-winning performances in that movie. Smoke did an Oscar award-winning job, but so did Stack. And either one, I feel like he should have got nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor because he played 2 full characters. But since they could only give him 1, what people not finna do is make it seem like he somehow got some sort of affirmative action award. They not finna keep on playing in our face. The name of the award is called the what?
What is it, Oscars?
The Oscar.
Yeah.
The Academy Award gives a trophy that's called the Oscar because the man that is named after is the person that revolutionized film being captured on camera. It's a black man by the name of Oscar Micheaux.
Talk to him, man. Goddamn.
So here it is, 100 years after the revolution of film being caught on camera, the movie industry, and all of the strides that we done took as black people, from going to being maids to being murdered on Birth of a Nation, the movie that sparked the Ku Klux Klan becoming a national organization, to our women having to be fucked on the floor by white men to get Oscars, to our brothers having to be and shot in the street by white men to get Oscars. We done had to play punks, crooked police, and prostitutes in order to get our recognition. And now that we show that we can do British accents, we can do African accents, you can get a Lawrence Fishburne to come up there and do it. You can get a Forrest Whitaker to come up there and play Idi Amin. You can get Jamie Foxx to be Ray Charles, and you can get Ryan Coogler to direct a movie where the first time him and Michael B. Jordan got together, they told a story of a that got murdered on New Year's night.
Fruitvale.
They did the highest grossing movie that Disney done had in the last 10 years. After all of that meteoric Marvel money that Disney made, their biggest movie was Black Panther. That was Ryan and Michael B. Creed, some solo shows that a black director can make $1 billion in the goddamn, $100 million domestic in the box office. Ryan and Michael B. And now that they finally did it 6-7 times in a row, they finally get their due praise. Ain't finna be no smut on their name.
Talk to him.
And that nigga went and got a hamburger after that. That's what I'm talking about. Like a real went and got a cheeseburger.
Come on now. Extra cheese. God, there you go. Well, with that being said, we got to say it once again. Blaq Ron, breaking down barriers, breaking down walls, the mayor of Dallas, man. We got to say it. You are a real life street star.
Yes, sir.
Lego.
That too, mama, we did it.
Yeah.
Real life.